Hi, everybody. It's been a while since my last episode, and if you're watching this as I post them, then you probably remember my farewell episode. If you're watching this from the past, then you probably have not seen my farewell episode as I'm removing it from this playlist, and you haven't really missed anything. But suffice it to say, I'm back, and I'm looking forward to doing more. And I think I'll start with this thing. Advanced Generators is a really handy mod. It really simplifies generating power, especially now that it can do both EU and redstone flux. From my point of view, I think it actually simplifies things too much. If I keep this thing, I'll never have any reason to investigate other forms of power generation. And there are at least two that I want to look into. So, I think what I want to do with this episode is extend the machine house a bit and start on a deep resonance generator. And with that in mind, given that there are at least one beehive in the way and a few more I'd like to move, I have made a smoker so I can pick up these bees, and we'll work on setting up a hive later. Or I should say a apiary. So once I get this building addition finished, there's actually going to be a bit more to do before I start on this generator. I don't really enjoy being irradiated, so I'm going to need some obsidian. And there aren't a whole lot of good ways to make obsidian. With no thermal expansion, we don't have one of those igneous thingies that makes obsidian out of lava and water. But there is kind of a way to get around it using refined storage. At least I think there is. That's something I came up with in my head, but I haven't done it yet. I'm going to have to fill a couple of tanks with lava first. Which brings me up to my next question. Why in the world don't we have a mod with decent pumps in here yet? I tried installing immersive engineering. I'm not sure if they have a pump, but I certainly think they would have one. I would expect them to. But unfortunately, it crashed the mod pack, and I haven't found any information on that. I also tried looking into mechanism. And I could not stand downloading it. It's all tied up behind a wall of advertising from Adfly. And, I wouldn't mind looking at some advertisement in exchange for your download. That's fine. I believe that a developer really should have a chance to get paid for their work. But, Aiden, Adfly's advertisements are, like, disgusting on a physical level. I feel like taking a shower, just having been forced to listen to, "You're infected with a virus and we're going to delete your hard drive now." unless you click this ad. It's disgusting, it's misleading, and I will never download a mod that hides behind that kind of advertisement. And I really expect better than this from a professional Microsoft employee such as Aidan C. Brady. Very rarely does something irritate me enough to really want to rant about it on a video, but oh my god, I need a shower after watching that website. It's horrible. So yeah, sorry, no mechanism for this pack. So that leaves me pumping lava by hand, which isn't terribly difficult, but it sure would be cool if I had a decent pump. Clearly there must be some problems with the differences between 189 and 110. Or perhaps there were some problems with it before, because there were some rendering difficulties even in 1.8.9 for Buildcraft. And I don't pretend to understand the nature of them. But I do look forward to Buildcraft updating. And I hope they do it soon. Railcraft is another one that I'm really looking forward to. They don't have a pump, but I do like their steam boilers. So anyway, while I'm doing all this building, I may as well talk about some of my future plans. One of those is going to be reviving Pain in the End, which is my own personal mod pack, the theme of which is that the world is not necessarily out to kill you, but it is out to make you work a little bit harder for what you want. It doesn't aim to be as grindy as Greg Tech or Terra Firma Craft, or even as grindy as Infinity Evolved Expert Mode. But I do plan to keep out mods with boring blocks. You know, just cubes that you put something in and you get something out. Such as Mind Factory Reloaded. It's a 1.7 pack. Because I don't really think that there is enough yet here in 1.10 to make Pain in the End. Particularly since I really want to get back into rotary craft. Just because I enjoy playing with it. And because I figured out how to make it work again. And Reika has no plans on updating rotary craft to 1.10 until he absolutely has to. And he's the modder, so I guess that's up to him. At any rate, I've got the pack pretty much ready for me to playtest. And any other people that are interested in playing in a server with Pain in the End, along with me, I'd love to hear from. Although I do think you should take a look at the pack first, because it's going to be as easily identified by what's not in it as well as what's in it. There's one other mod pack that I'm really looking forward to sharing with you guys. And this one is not my work, but the work of a fellow called One Wolf. And the mod pack is called Terra Firma Punk. It's based around Terra Firma Craft, but with a modded twist. But it still maintains all the good old grindiness of Terra Firma Craft. In fact, you're pretty much going to have to be fully developed in Terra Firma Craft before you can actually get into the modded materials. But there's still a lot of other modded stuff in there that makes it very interesting. I've been playing it for about a month and I'm really enjoying it. So I'll be sharing some episodes of that with you soon as well. Okay, so here is how I plan to automate Obsidian. First, I'll need a wrench. And now that I have a wrench, we can show you the destructor, which I'm pretty sure will pick up solid blocks that are set on it. Maybe. It might need a filter. I might need a proper cable connection. Okay, so that piece of cobblestone has gone into the system. Exactly as I planned. But what we really want it to pick up is obsidian. And to do that, we need to make some. And for that, we're going to use a dispenser, some item conduits, a couple of basic item filters, and our tanks. Oh, and I'll also need some walls for the water that I'm going to use. One moment. Okay, so we will start with a bucket of water right here. And then we have our fluid tanks. We have not set these to do anything yet, but we will in a moment. First thing we need to do is put a filter in here, set to extract, empty buckets, which will go up in here and turn into full buckets, which this pipe will then extract. And then this one will be set to insert, as will this one. Now, all I need is a redstone signal to go into this dispenser, which means that I have not set this up exactly right, and I'm going to have to rearrange things just a teeny bit. That should do it. And that. So again, that's going to insert. This is going to extract lava buckets only. And that's going to insert. Now we just need to put a lava bucket in here and set this timer. And we may need to slow down this timer. Let's make it 5 seconds. Why is it throwing out the bucket instead of pulling it out of... Active without signal. Okay, now this should work. Beautiful. Okay, now let's tighten up this timing a bit. I think I set that a little too fast. And my bucket has probably gone into the system. What is it doing there? Beautiful. Except that I keep standing too close and picking up. Why are you doing that? Set this for a second and a half. All right, I have automated Obsidian. Okay, I'm quite pleased with this. But I am going to need a lot more Obsidian to do this job. So, want to make some more tanks. And there is a form of pump that I haven't tried yet. And basically I mean this old school pump right here. I'm actually kind of surprised that the thing hasn't run into any fluids while it's been doing all this mining. But this time I'm going to be taking it underground and putting it right over a lava source I know about. And hopefully it will pick up that lava and deposit it into the tanks I've got. But even if it doesn't, that just means I'm going to have to work something out involving cells. Okay, so we have our miner, we have our pump, we have our generator. I kind of abandoned using MFEs because I can use this, it generates all the power I need without blowing machines up. Which I think is a powerful plus. Okay, so I also have a ejector upgrade to output west, which is this direction. And hopefully it will eject liquid into a tank. And we have our miner with its ejector upgrade, which will automatically eject to the first valid side, which would be this one. So should be, once I load this up and start it up, it should start picking up the lava, and I'm hoping that it will deposit it in here. But first it has to pick up some cobble. Darn thing finding useful minerals all time. And it is pumping up the lava. See if we can get this to pull. All right, I am delighted. And that is very interesting to watch. Alright, looks like we've got about an episode's worth of stuff here, and I'm really looking forward to all the other projects I can do too. So I'm going to go ahead and collect all the lava I can find off screen and present you with some other episodes as quick as I can. Until then, have some fun, build something cool, and have a nice day. Good to be back.